Now, k0nfig, it's been a pretty busy few weeks for you. You know, first the heroic stint, then the almost FaZe stint that happened, and now obviously having a contract with NIP. Walk me through that, you know, that period, that lasts maybe a month and a half.
I mean, one word for everything would be hectic, and then honestly, let's do two, uncomfortable as well, because not knowing where you're supposed to be at, who you're supposed to play with, and then like almost playing with FaZe. I really want to play with them to figure out like the team dynamics. I really want to like learn and yeah, just become a better player myself. And I feel like I've developed myself into a better player after playing on heroic, because they're such a strong individual team, and also like they're just a strong like they're just enjoying each other so much that they like build confidence within each other.
How many of their secrets, you know, did they let off, you know, while you were there?
I mean, I think I got a little bit, but not a lot. Like they of course gave me the basics, but I think they have more secrets internally, like when they're with down. But yeah, they gave me some really good information, like inside. So yeah, I'm using that for NIP as well.
Now, NIP, not NIP, FaZe, of course. How much did you get to practice with them, first of all, and second of all, just can you walk me through the whole situation? I think it was kind of confusing for people to kind of like learn about what was happening at the time. I mean, I know you were there with the team, you know, and basically learned last second, you know, that you wouldn't be able to play.
Yeah, we didn't practice at all. We only went through some stuff, and yeah, the whole situation was that I of course played Abu Dhabi with Heroic. And then they didn't submit a new stand-in, or they submitted a new substitute too late. And then when we got a green light from Blast, they apparently like changed it back for some reason. And then I came to the boys, sitting there talking with them for like 24 hours, and then you know, they were like, in the morning you have to go home. I'm like, what? Why? Why do I want to go? I don't want to go home. I want to play with you guys. But they said that, yeah, Blast took it back, and of course rules are rules. You gotta respect it. So yeah, it's just a really unlucky situation.
How disappointed were you, you know, that you wouldn't be able to play?
I mean, I was kind of pissed, to be honest, because I was really excited to play. Like playing for FaZe, I think everyone wants to do that, right? Like as a stand-in and as a permanent, of course. Like, but yeah, I think that yeah, it was just really sad, because I felt like it could have been like a really good tournament for me to play individually, and also like getting k0nfig as an in-game leader would have been like amazing to try to figure out like what kind of in-game leader he is. And it feels like I can become an in-game leader soon, because I've played with so many different in-game leaders. But yeah, I was sad. Yeah.
So it felt like, you know, the bad news didn't really last for very long. The NIP situation must have come in really soon after that, right?
Yes, yeah, it came like a day after or something, or 2 days after, and then yeah, we have of course had to talk contract and all that stuff, and I went to talk to Troels and Daniel as well. But yeah, it was like a little bit like hectic to get into this team, because we have had like 4 practices in total coming into this tournament. I have a half strat book. They've showed me some stuff. I have no clue what the fuck's going on. I don't know call-outs. I don't know anything. So yeah, we're playing a little bit like basic CS, but I'm trying to like make the boys comfortable.
How has it been just generally kind of like slotting in? Obviously, you know, Hampus was used in a little bit of a different way than you would have been in your previous teams. Has that been like kind of a big discussion of where you actually fit in? I
mean, yeah, we've talked about roles. Like we need to like make set roles at some point when there's time. There haven't been time now. Like they played with Maxter at Blast, and they practiced with him, and then they practiced like 2 days with me, and then Broland was sick for a day, and then I practiced like a half day with them and Maxter. So it's been really hectic. Like I have no clue what's up and down. I'm just here right now and playing with the boys and listening to the communication as much as I can, and then yeah, training down for the in-game volume.
How comfortable do you expect to be? I mean, I'm sure you've had, as you said, you've had some talks about where you're going to fit in. Is that going to be kind of like what you've been used to before? Are there going to be some changes? How do you feel about that?
I think that we need to have more discussions about it, because of course someone has to pick up the anchor positions and the lurk positions, and someone has to take some star roles. And I feel like yeah, it's just important that we figure out where people fit best. When it's like, I feel like NIP is a brand new team right now, because they have Hetrick, and they just got Broland and Alexi as well, and then they have me, and then rest is the only like last standing NIP player. Yeah. So it's like we are treating it as a brand new team, but they of course still have tactics from when Alexi joined first time.
Right. Now heading into Katowice, you had a bit of a slow start, I guess, against MIBR. It got a little bit dangerous. Can you walk me through kind of the struggles there and how you kind of improved for the second game? You know, where you were so dominant.
I mean, yeah, we had some. We had like a shaky start because people are nervous. I'm nervous myself, and I'm playing like positions I've never I played before, but I played them like 3 years ago. So it's like a brand new meta for me. So I have so much information in my head that I need to think about while I'm playing. So I'm a little bit uncomfortable in just in the situations I'm in, and also like in the beginning of the round I need to talk a lot. But yeah, I think that after the MIBR game, I think that we had a really good chat at the dinner at the lunch table, and we talked about like to make each other more comfortable. We need to say what we're doing in the beginning of the round and all that stuff, and just talking and ping-ponging to each other and talking to each other as friends instead of teammates, and not like tilting because of bad rounds. Because like I think we had like 4 or 5 hours of practice time in total. So of course we're gonna lose some stupid rounds, and there's no like set things that are like really set that I know about, and I don't know any callouts or anything. So stuff is gonna be fucked for some time, and we just have to accept it.
So has it been like just very loose from your perspective, or even from the entire team's perspective? You know, just having pretty much an entirely new lineup.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we have to play loose, but we also have structure when like we have some set things that we talked about before we got here today. But yeah, we have to play loose, and we also have to play respectable CS, like helping each other out and then talking to each other and peeking on the same time, just doing the basics, and then trying to just adapt mid game, and then just do basic CS. Honestly, it feels a little bit like we're playing a FaZe game sometimes.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about your new teammates and how you're kind of meshing with them specifically? I mean, it's kind of like a big ragtag of people. Now they have a Ukrainian opera, of course, in hat-trick, a couple of Swedish guys. It feels like a team that you couldn't have been part of really before. I
mean, I feel like the team's personality is just like we just all want to like talk to each other as much as possible and like build a bond. And then Hedrick is of course from Ukraine, so he needs to be smoothened up a little bit with the English, and I don't feel like there's any like really introvert people here. Like of course when a brand new guy comes in, you want to be like you're a little bit held back, like you don't want to go full force with everything. So but not you. No, I'm going full force, and I think that I'm talking to a lot of the guys like all the time, like trying to be a part of the team as much as possible to like make the process quicker with like being an actual team. Like I feel like when you like get in a brand new team, you always have to like watch your step a little bit, but I feel like the boys have been really like open, and they talk to me a lot, and it just feels like we have a good team vibe, and the personalities fit really good together.
All right, thanks man, and congratulations on making it to the groups.
Thank you so much.